3, Full Court Press, November 11th, 2014.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you can follow me with the iPad because I know about Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio suffers a major ankle sprain.
Yep.
Ivan Juno,
Yeah.
how bad does this hurt the Minnesota
Oh,
Timberwolves?
of course it hurts them. It's going to hurt them in a big way. It already has. It already has. Are you kidding? It already has hurt them, and I don't see any way that it's not. How would it not hurt them? I mean, you lost Kevin Love, which now looking back on it, we realize was a loss, but not as big a loss as we thought it was going to be. But you add this on top of that, of course it's going to hurt them. What do you think?
The word that sticks out to me right here is major.
Yeah.
If this was an ankle sprain, I'd be, nah, he's out 3, 4, 5 games. Okay, you can live with that. It's early in the season. You have a relatively non-formidable schedule, for the lack of a better term. But the major is what concerns me. The major ankle sprain tells me it was on the verge of a break.
Yeah.
Okay?
They said so.
It takes a while to come back from that. You're talking...
And the main reason is because you're running up and down the court and all of your body weight is pounding on that ankle.
Well, and it's...
every time you take a step.
But for Rubio, it goes beyond that, Yvonne, and here's why. He's the point guard.
Yeah.
He's got the ball the most out of anybody.
Yeah.
Therefore, he's going to be using his feet more than anybody.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So, this hurts. This hurts bad. How long is he going to be out? We don't quite know yet. But with a major ankle sprain, you're looking at close to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
You're looking at it very close to 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It hurts bad.
Yeah.
Which means the Thaddeus Youngs of the world, the Nikola Pekoviches of the world, all these guys, they need to step up for Minnesota. Thaddeus Young, Nikola Pekovic, these guys need to step up. Right, Kevin Martin, that's a household name. You need to step up right here, right now, without Rubio. The next topic, another injury, and one that's getting very overlooked, in my opinion. Boston Celtics rookie Marcus Smart out with an injured ankle.
What do you mean being overlooked?
Because it's not being talked about. Okay. Surprisingly, in my opinion. Okay? Yvonne, your thoughts. How bad does this hurt Boston?
I don't know because I'm not familiar with him and I'm not sure how much of an I'm being honest. Not sure how much of an active role he plays for the team.
Well, he's the #1 scoring guy off the bench.
Well,
let's start with that.
Well, that's not a good thing.
Especially on a team with Rondo, who's inconsistent with that hand. Not inconsistent as far as playing goes, but he's game to game right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Marcus Smart is a point guard. Marcus Smart is a ball handler. And he is a scorer. He is the #1 bench player.
Now that brings up something
for these Boston Celtics.
That brings up something that I wonder if you thought of. If, God forbid, Rondo re-injures his hand or his hand's not up to par, and this other guy's a point guard and he's hurt too, who fills in the slot as the third fill-in?
Phil Pressey.
Who?
Who did well last year off the bench.
Okay, I don't even know him.
He did well. The point is, this hurts Boston because now they're down 2 point guards.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, you can't be down 2 point guards. My God.
It hurts.
There is no team
hurts.
that can be down 2 point guards.
It hurts.
That's going to hurt no matter who it is.
Let's talk about the teams from New York. These two teams met last week, Brooklyn and the Knicks. And they're now calling it, you know how they have the Battle of LA with the Clippers and the Lakers? They're now calling this the Battle of NY with Brooklyn and the Knicks. outcome of this game.
Do you have, you know what I'd like? You remember what you made? I don't mean for you to go home and do it tonight. You got school tomorrow. But you know what I'd like for you to do? Do you remember what you made for us last year? Where you showed all of the East, you showed all of the West, you put the teams' names next to it, and then we could make hash marks as to how many games they've won and how many games they've lost. Not with who they played and all that kind of stuff with point spread and all that. Just names of the teams, East, West, whatever. So I can make hash marks to show, because right now, if you ask me, even though it's the beginning of the season, which one of these teams is ahead with points, with games for wins and losses, I couldn't tell you. Because I honestly don't know.
Right now, you mean like standings?
Yeah.
Right now, Brooklyn is 4-2.
Okay.
The Knicks are 2-6. Let that sink in for a second. 2-6.
Wow.
Your thoughts on the outcome of this game? Brooklyn beating the Knicks.
And when is this game?
Well, this was on Friday.
This past Friday?
This past Friday. They won.
Okay.
Darren Williams had 29 points in this game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you asking me, am I surprised?
I mean, your thoughts on the outcome of the game.
What was the final score?
That's what I'm looking at right now. 110-99.
Knicks.
No. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. 110 to 99. But this is hard. It's hard to say because neither team right now is being consistent at all. They're really not. They're not being what I would call consistent. And they're both New York teams. They're both playing in the same arena. There should not be.
No, they're not in the same arena. Brooklyn doesn't play at MSG.
Where does Brooklyn
The
play?
Barclays Center.
Oh, that's right.
Now, this was in Brooklyn. This was not at Madison Square Garden. This was in Brooklyn.
I don't think there should be that much of a difference in the wins and losses.
So you don't think the Knicks should be 2-6?
No. No. I don't. I don't.
Well,
I don't. And I'll take it one step further. Okay? I don't think Carmelo can do any more than Carmelo is doing. Am I just being very biased here?
yes, because he's not doing too much.
But it sure looks like he's killing himself out there.
He's averaging less than 20 a game.
Okay. Then I'm just being biased. Because to me, it sure looks like he's killing himself out there.
Russell Westbrook.
What do you think?
I think Brooklyn is clearly the better team right now. I think the Knicks are...
I want to know what you think, too.
I think the Knicks are struggling with that triangle offense. I don't think it was a good idea. Because I don't think they have the right player set for the triangle offense.
I think quite a few teams are struggling with the triangle offense. Don't you?
It's only the Knicks that are using it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. The Knicks are the only team in the league that uses the triangle.
They were talking about it the other day.
Yeah, how to defend it.
Who was it that was playing?
They'll have formations that are like the triangle offense. But the triangle offense, the Knicks are the only team that uses that.
Okay.
They're struggling with it. And it's not going to get any easier. It's just not. Russell Westbrook, we know he's injured, okay, with the hand. Quote,
How's it looking?
well, he's on the road to recovery. He had that operation done, so he's
What did they finally determine to be wrong with him
It
that
was
they
a-
had to do
it was
surgery?
a broken bone in his hand.
It was an actual broken
Yes.
bone. Did we ever figure out what play that was
No.
on and what happened?
No.
Good Lord. Okay.
Quote, I'll get back to where I was.
Maddie's or yours?
Mine.
Okay.
I'll
What
get
about
back to where I was.
Okay.
Your thoughts on that quote?
Absolutely. What, are you asking me, do I think that it can be done?
I'm asking you your thoughts on him saying that.
I think he
your
said
thought-
it because he truly believes it, and I really do think that he can do it, and I think he's going to do everything in his power to get back to that point. Because I think he's that stubborn, that determined, and I think that, I'm just going to say it, he's one of the most dedicated, he's all basketball. He
No
lives,
question.
eats, breathes, walks, and talks basketball. And I think if anybody can overcome an injury and put themselves back to the way they were before, Russell can do it. He's not my favorite player. He never has been.
I agree.
I have things that, I have my feelings about him, but those are personal feelings. Putting personal feelings aside and talking about him
Got to
as
play some ball.
as a sportsman, as a competitor, as a team player, ability-wise, skill set, he's gonna do it. That's like asking me,
Is Kobe gonna do
is
it?
Kobe gonna do it after his surgery?
Please, of course
Okay,
he is.
and it's gonna be. There are people that would disagree, but I've had knee surgery, not for playing basketball. But it's going to be easier to recuperate from a hand than it's going to be if it was your knee or your ankle.
Well, I agree.
Because it's all your body weight
I agree.
running up and down the court every time.
I mean, that's science.
And not only that, let's don't forget, Russell's almost as good with his left hand as he is with his right.
Right.
So, yeah, I believe him. I believe he means it. I believe he can do it, and I believe that he will.
On Saturday
agree?
night, I agree.
You have nothing to add.
No.
Okay.
On Saturday night, I take you back, Yvonne. There was a battle of unbeaten teams at the time.
By the way, everybody's been beaten now.
Yes.
Okay.
Golden State at Houston. You picked Houston in this game. I picked Golden State.
Yes, I know.
Golden
One
State.
of my wonderful choices.
Golden State ended up winning 98-87. 3 questions.
Okay? I'm not looking at my paper. Go ahead.
A, your thoughts on the outcome, which we'll skip because we're going to get thoughts. Let's start. Well, let me read the headline to you. See how you react to this.
Whose headline?
ESPN's. The Curry-led Warriors
I hate when they do that. I hate when they single out.
down Houston to win the Battle of Unbeatens.
Did they really phrase it like that?
Curry-led Warriors down Houston to win Battle of Unbeatens.
I think it's a shame that I'm going to address the statement and the headline first.
Sure.
I think it's a shame. I don't give a damn if he made 150 points all by himself. Okay? I think it's a shame. You play together as a team. You lose together as a team. You win together as a team. You want to point out somebody's individual stats later in the article? Go ahead, by all means. But you don't single somebody out in the title of your article. I think that's wrong. I've always thought that's wrong. And unless he's the only one on the court and he's the only one that made any points, I don't think that's right. I never have and I never will. Was he a major contributing factor to the win? Yes, of course. It goes without saying. And is his contribution to the game probably the main reason they won? Okay, I'll even give you that. But don't make it sound like he walks on water and he's the only reason they won. Sorry.
There is a part of me, and the next question is about Curry's performance. 34 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists.
Yes, I know.
There is a part of me that agrees with you from a publicity purpose, from a publicity standpoint. However, I would like to point out that the two main guys that have been in the news for Golden State have been Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
And they have been really, really on Klay Thompson's butt as of late because of that 41-point performance.
Okay.
If we track it back a couple of weeks.
Not only that, but don't forget about the salary increase he got.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Now you tell me. 11 points on 3 for 16 shooting. That worth $70 million?
No, I didn't say it was. I did not say that they should not point out everything that Curry did because those are phenomenal stats. I'm saying don't put his name in the title of the article as though he's the only one that contributed to the win of the game. There are other people that made points and did a good job.
Mm-hmm. But that being the title of the headline, oh man, what did Stephen Curry do now? It makes you want to read it. Let's be honest. That makes you want to read it.
It depends on the person. It just pisses me off for the rest of the
right.
guys.
But every Golden State fan that didn't see the game, oh man, what did Steph do now?
I guess if you want to look at it like that.
There's a piece of me that agrees with you, and then there's a piece of me that sees the other side of it. Now.
And who was the third highest scorer?
Well, it was Curry had 34, Iguodala had 15, and Draymond Green had 14. Klay Thompson had 11.
Okay. So Iguodala and Green, they don't count?
I didn't say that. Compared to 34, 10, and 7?
Okay. All right.
For a point guard?
Okay. All right. But if you take Iguodala and Green and Thompson's scores out, would they have won?
Let's look at the bench contribution. Not Friday, Saturday. Let's see. It's a good question.
Take out your second, third, and fourth person and their scores. Would they have still won? We've got dead air.
Be pretty close. I can't do the math in my head. It'd be pretty close.
I promise you, if you added it up, they would not have won without those three other guys' scores. My point is, you can't forget about number 2, 3, and 4 just because number 1 had a phenomenal night.
Well, you don't forget about it, but you do publicize it.
In the article, not in the title
Makes you
of the
wanna read it.
article. No, it doesn't me. See, that's it makes me sad and upset for the other guys.
They need to perform.
It's like, damn.
Klay
what about
Thompson
what
just
I
got
did?
$70 million, which, by the way, is absurd. Okay, to go 3 for 16.
No, I agree with that.
That is absurd.
No, I agree with that. I agree.
That is not worth
he
$70
is
million,
not
and there
earning
is
his money.
nobody on the face of the planet that can argue that with me.
No, I agree with that.
Okay,
I
please.
agree with that. Thank God Chris Bosh is at least earning some of his money.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Now,
No. I agree
Here's a
with
question that I really want to ask you. Dwight Howard did not play in this game because of flu-like symptoms.
that. Uh-huh.
How much did that have to do with Golden State winning this game?
Oh, come on. Of course that had a lot to do with them winning. Of course. It had a tremendous amount to do with them winning. Don't you think so? I mean, he's one of my least favorite players, but give the devil his due.
Well, yeah,
Come on.
of course.
What's his average amount of scoring?
Yeah.
What does he usually average?
22 and 12?
Right.
20 and 12? 20 and 14?
Somewhere between 20 and 25 points. Right? Right?
18 to 25. Yeah.
All right, let's go the middle of the road. Let's say 22. Okay? Add 22 on top.
They would win this game by 11.
There you go.
I agree. I
I think it had a tremendous amount.
I agree.
Now,
Next,
they play each other again very soon, don't they?
they'll play each other again. I
No,
don't
no,
know how
I-
soon.
I think it's next week.
I don't
Or
know how
who
soon.
is it that Golden State plays tonight,
They
don't
play
they?
San Antonio tonight.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Next topic. The Pelicans upset the Spurs as Davis hits game-winning layup with 6.6 seconds left. Your thoughts on the outcome of
Oh,
this
I'm
game?
ecstatic. Awesome. Wonderful. Phenomenal. Was it also a hell of a lot of good luck? Yeah, it was. Were the Spurs having a very off night? Yeah. I'm going to be honest here. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm willing
Okay.
to admit it.
Okay. First of all, Eric Gordon was very timely in this game. Had his best game of the season, by far.
Thank God.
Anthony Davis was tremendous.
Keep talking.
My concern, and it's about a guy that I didn't think I'd have a lot of concerns about this year, and that is Drew Holiday. There's a man on the San Antonio side of the ball. Many of you don't know him, but his name is Tony Parker.
If they don't know who he is, they don't follow basketball.
This guy had 28 points.
Uh-huh.
That can't happen. We play this team 3 more times.
Oh my God, I thought it was only twice.
3.
Okay.
You play each team in your division 4 times. We play this team 3 more times. You cannot let Tony Parker go for 30 points.
No.
You cannot.
No. No. Because we're not going to get that lucky again. No. Eric Gordon did do better last night.
Nah, he was okay.
He did better. He did better. I'm up for giving the dog his due when it's there. He did do better. Did he do what I think he's capable of doing? No. But then after what the article you told me that you read, he's not gonna, we're judging it on points, you see? That's exactly what I told you when you told me about the conversation he had with the coach. And the coach told him to take one for the team. Then that means every time we look at his stats, we're going to be saying, oh, Eric could be doing better than that. But if he's not scoring points so he can take one for the team and set it up for somebody else, he's not going to make all those points.
Nope.
So, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Which one do you want him to do? You want him to take one for the team and
Be
hope he
timely.
can set it up for somebody
Be
else?
timely. If it's your time to take over, take over. But if it's not, and you don't have the shot, pass the ball. Be timely. Be situational. You have to.
Did you see last night when he changed and stopped passing and started shooting?
Yeah, but they were feeding him the ball.
Right.
That's different.
Okay, explain to me what your difference in definition between being timely and feeding him the ball. What makes the difference?
Because they're trying to get you involved in the game.
Okay.
Don't try to get yourself involved in the game and commit a turnover. In other words, let the game come to you. Don't force the issue. Don't press the issue. Just let it flow. Let it come to you. Don't force yourself on a game. If you've got the opportunity, take it. But don't try and force yourself just to get your stats. That's not good for the team. That doesn't win basketball games.
So do you think you did both last night?
Yes. And we're actually...
You wouldn't want to see him continue playing like he did last night.
What do you mean?
That's how you want to see him play like he did last night.
Yes. Because he was situational. He took his shots when he had them, but at other times, he was facilitating. That's what we need. And we're actually going to talk about last night's game when we do part 4, which is next.
Did you see the level of frustration on his face last night?
Yep.